When Robbie Keane started celebrating goals for Ireland as a teenager with that trademark cartwheel, he wore a jersey that was about 3 sizes too big for him. But it never looked as if it didn't fit. He belonged from the start. On his home debut against Argentina at the Old Lansdowne Road in April 1998, the 17-year-old produced a performance to offer hope that the good times would be back again. 2 failed qualifying campaigns for '96 Euros and the '98 World Cup had set the country of optimism. Then the freckled-faced Dubliner with a jet-black mop chop and Eagleby Grand swagger sauntered into the limelight. As the 2-0 defeat to Argentina drew to a close, the stadium announcer took the microphone. The man of the match is no doubt, and the home crowd interrupted with loud cheers in anticipation of hearing Robbie Keane's name. For Argentina, Ariel Ortega. Boos followed. Keane had stolen the show and thousands of hearts inside Lansdowne Road with a display of pure class. There was no goal that night, although he more than made up for it. Yet Keane hasn't always been the golden boy. At the height of his popularity following the 2002 World Cup, Ireland's fortunes sharply declined. It would be another decade before qualification for a major championship was secured, and for many during that barren spell Keane was the ostentatious face of the modern footballer. Too rich, too detached, too big for his own sharpshooter boots. Only he wasn't. He still scored, but it didn't seem to be enough. Of course, he has earned an unfathomable fortune throughout his career in England, just like any player who has spent the majority of their days in the Premier League, and continues to do so in Los Angeles, where the goals still flow with LA Galaxy in his 6th season stateside. But Keane has been the antithesis to so many of his peers. International football was never a chore or a hindrance. It was to be favored and, more than anything else, enjoyed. There's a lot to be said for someone who finds as much pleasure in scoring a last-minute goal against Germany at the World Cup as he does a 5-yard tap-in against the Faroe Islands. He had a cartwheel ready for every occasion, and couldn't comprehend those who didn't feel the same way about playing for their country. It is unacceptable. They can't all be injured. This is their country. This is their national team. To play for your country is a great honor. It should be the greatest honor, he fumed when Anthony Stokes, James McCarthy and Mark Wilson all dropped out of the much-maligned Carling Nations Cup 5 summers ago. Nothing has changed for me, so why has it changed for them? You have these people who just don't want to play. Well, if you don't want to play for Ireland, then don't declare for us. It would be easy to say it is because they are young and things are different with this generation when it comes to international football, but that is making excuses for them. There are no excuses. These players have let themselves down. Do some people just turn up because it is competitive? It doesn't work like that. This was just one example of how he grew into the captain's role after Steve Stanton handed him the armband 10 years ago. Keane at heart is a goal scorer, the predator in the box with an impressive conversation rate. But he also proved to be a true leader, and that, combined with his incredible record of 67 goals, ensures he sits atop the pantheon of Irish greats.